Finally we've got our hands on a pair of Dunks for a review. I have waited a long time for this day. Stay tuned. These are Nike Dunk High in a plum eclipse and pale vanilla theme. So, do they really live up to their hype? Hype sneakers usually don't. Let's find out if these do. These are immensely famous and popular by now, with a very distinguishable silhouette. You probably already own a pair of these, but if that's not the case, be sure to stay glued to your screen. To give them a bit of background, we have to know that these were introduced as basketball shoes back in 1985, but because of their flat and grippy soles, they also managed to capture the soul of skaters in a time way before skateboarding was even a popular sport. These were released just a couple of months after the Air Jordan 1s, and the main difference is the lack of any midsole air unit, hence no air in the model name for this. Now, let's break them apart and find out what they're all about. Appearance-wise, like I have mentioned before, these look quite similar to the firstly released Air Jordan 1s, and there is a reason for that. Both pair are designed by the same man, Peter Moore. I find this design to be a clean one, almost blunt. Maybe we've gotten used to it by now. These come in various colorways, and if those are not enough, you can also find dozens of special editions and collabs that are also released as we speak. The pair I'm holding features a upper in shades of plum everywhere with a splash of vanilla, or should I say a swoosh of vanilla, and an off-white and vanilla midsole and outsole. Also vanilla is the little pull loop in the back that is executed like it was an afterthought and they just quickly sewed it there afterwards. Or that's just me. Moving on, the interior of the shoe sits in the same two shades of plum. In the branding department we can spot two Nike swooshes, one on each side as usual, and a Nike logo on a tag stitched to the tongue, and another one on the insole. Now, materials-wise, the whole upper is leather, with one exception, the tongue, that is made from a synthetic nylon. The two upper collar flaps are also leather, with the same nylon lining. The midsole is made from rigid foam on the inside and also rigid rubber on the outside, that continues under the shoe, composing the rubber outsole that features hoops, pivot, circles. Yeah, if you were wondering, that's what the circles in the outsole pattern are there for. On the interior, these shoes are heavily padded in the color that hugs your ankle, and that feels great and adds support. The tongue is medium cushioned and the rest of the sneaker features light cushioning to none in the front. The whole interior is lined in a soft synthetic breathable mesh, and that is the case also for the insole, that is a standard Nike insole made from a soft thin foam. Nothing special here, guys, but if you want special things, let's talk features. The best feature of these is that they can provide all day all around basic comfort for running daily errands or just going to school or office. Yes, you can shoot hoops in these or catch a quick game or even go for a skate sesh, but nothing too demanding, as these, even though they feature a previously mentioned breathable interior lining and perforations in the toes area, I don't think those are enough for a high intensity physical activity, and I'm afraid your feet will boil. What I also think is that these are quite durable and can take a beating. I can spot double stitching in key places where the upper could fall apart, and also the outsole is stitched to the midsole, so that sole separation will not occur. And this stitching is not a fake one, as we can spot the thread on the interior of the shoe. Well done, Nike. The upper collar features 3 eyelets on each side, which allows you to cinch your laces tight while on court, if you ever end up there in these in the first place. This last one goes on this list against my will, and that is the presence of a small pull loop in the back that, I have to admit, compared to a total lack of one, can help with getting these on easier. I think this one is way too small to be capable to grab it properly, but, well, there you go. You can have it, Dunks. Now let's draw conclusions. So these are just another pair of kicks from Nike that became popular and stayed that way. On the other hand, I have to admit, these are capable of matching any outfit with grace. For sure, these are more popular among teens than adult population, but this doesn't mean you can't wear one. From a practicality standpoint, I would recommend these to be worn during spring and fall seasons. Even though they feature the previously mentioned perforations in the toes area, those are seemingly not enough, and buyers are complaining about the lack of ventilation, as I have also anticipated when we discussed those as a feature. And of course, I don't really have to mention the winter season. That would be awful of me, because the experience would be absolutely Freezifying. Also, what to consider before buying is that these reportedly run on the narrow side, and for a better fit it would be wise to try them offline if you have the chance, and then order them online if they don't have your colorway. In the length department, these are reportedly true to size according to buyers on Nike website. Also, buyers gave this an average of 4.8 stars out of a total of 5. I think that that's a good score. Lastly, I challenge you to answer this one. Do you think these dunks will crease as fast as the Jordan ones? Because we all know by now that Nike has the habit of using lower quality leather for some of its shoes and topping it with plastic or pigment coating with fake leather print. Is this the case here? What do you think? Please leave your thoughts below. Catch you there.
I give you sneakers.